Hey friends, happy Friday. Let's get started with our warm-up. Marching in place, hand opposite leg. We got total body today, so we're gonna have a little bit of everything. Our first four moves, we have arm circles, we have rotate to flex press, V-sit curl to crab, and a leg lift pulse. So we have banded move, weighted, zero equipment. Both sets are going to go like that. All right, next set of moves, we have bicep curl, banded. Standing upward fly, let's do arm circles forward. Sumo to side lateral raise, and yoga squat. So again, banded, weighted, zero equipment. Okay? And I'm using 12s and 15s for all of the weighted moves, so shouldn't have to get out too many. Let's go back. You do whatever's challenging for you though, okay? 2, 1, and we're gonna start with arm circles. So, we're gonna take that band, we're gonna put it around our forearm wrist area. We're gonna bring those arms all the way up as we push out on that band. Lower down, and back up. Make sure you keep pushing out on that band. Core engaged, slight bend in the knees. Rotate to flex press, I'm gonna use 12s. V-sit curl to crab, 15s. Then again, leg lift pulse, you do not need anything for that. Quick reminder that you do not need to track any of your weights for total body moves. Our only set moves are Monday through Thursday, and those are the ones 2, 1 that you have to track for. Rotate the flex press. We're gonna bring those weights up. We're gonna rotate out. We're going to come up, lower down, back to the front. Keep that core pulled in. Getting closer here. Man, these 12s feel heavy. 2, 1, nice job. V-sit, curl to crabs. We're gonna come all the way down to a seated position. And we're going to lean back. From here, we're going to curl the weights. We're gonna bring them down to the ground. We're gonna push up into that crab, lower down, back into it. Now, only put your weight on your dumbbells if they have flat sides on them. If they don't, you're gonna put your hands on the ground, come up, come back down, grab those weights, go back into the curl, okay? All my weights are flat, except for my 3s and 2s. But I very rarely use those, especially not down on the ground, so. I'm just gonna go ahead, keep my hands on the dumbbells. Three, 2, 1, nice job. Leg lift pulse, friends. So we're gonna take a leg, we're gonna put it back, we're gonna bring it up, pulse at the top, lower down. That foot is flexed, not pointed, okay? Core pulled in, hands under our shoulders. Other side. stat up here. Just so I know. All right, we're gonna go back into those arm circles. Take that band, put it around your arms. Let's go. All the way up, down, down. Keep pushing out on that band. Rotate to flex press. All right. Up, out, up, back to the front. Woo, buddy. Just got back from the lake with my family. It's kind of a bit of an impromptu trip. And essentially, a couple weeks ago, Kellen was like, hey, I have a couple people down at the lake that want me to do some dirt work for them. I think I'm gonna go for a few days, just let you know. And I said, okay, can we come with you? Because my in-laws have a house there. So like, how about me and the kids just, come along for the trip. I'll make sure all my stuff all my stuff's taken care of. Me sit curled to crab. And he was like, yeah, absolutely. So, got my workouts recorded. We went down there and we had a really nice few days of relaxing, boating, swimming, canoeing, paddleboarding, those types of things. And it was really nice. And it reminded me of the time when somebody asked me, they saw I went on vacation, and they're like, hey, how do you stay in a calorie deficit when you're on vacation? I noticed you went on vacation. How do you, stay in that calorie deficit? And I told them, hey, look, I don't. Right? It's a vacation. What's the point of a vacation is you vacate your life and you relax and you enjoy. 2, 1. Now, I don't go absolutely bonkers and just eat as much as I can and lift pulse. So I try to eat protein at every meal and I kind of stop eating when I'm full. Try to work in a salad here and there. I stay active, I go for walks, I swim and do things with my kids. But that's it, right? I don't go on vacation and track. 2, 1. And the thing is, friends, is I am able to do this. I am able to take breaks and just kind of eat foods I like and not really worry about things. And it has never once set me back. It has never once made me gain weight. 3, 2, 1. But the reason that is possible is because as soon as I get back, right? As soon as I'm back at home, I'm in my normal routine, I am back to my normal habits. I don't keep pretending like I'm still celebrating. I don't keep pretending like I'm on vacation. I don't keep acting like I'm still on my weekend getaway, because I'm not, right? I'm back to my normal life. I'm back to my normal habits. And by jumping right back into them when I'm back home, that's not enough time for me to set myself back or to ruin anything. One more time, friends, back into those arm circles. And I just want to let you know, you can do the same thing, okay? Arms all the way up, down, down, because the point of this program, and it should be the point of every exercise and nutrition program, but I know it's not always, the point is to make your life better, okay? So if you cannot enjoy your life because you have to stay super restricted, or you can't have this or that, or you have to stay in your calorie deficit all the time, that's not living, okay? And that's not making your life better. You'll often see people talking about balance with health and fitness along with life, and sometimes that gets misconstrued as like, oh, I'm going to drink this entire bottle of wine. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to drink this entire bottle of wine because balance. And I'm like, well, if you're celebrating something and it's kind of a one-off and you're getting right back to your normal healthy habits, I don't care, right? But if every single week, multiple times a week, we are drinking entire bottles of wine and then going, oh, well, balance, that's not balance, okay? Balance is going on vacation, eating foods you enjoy, but making sure you're eating protein, right? You don't have to track it. Just make sure you're eating it. Eat some chicken. Eat some beans. Eat some cottage cheese. I don't know. Kind of depends on where you're vacationing, right? But for the most part, we can find protein. 3, 2, 1. Holy cow, that move was getting me. But that is balance. Balance is not laying on the couch for weeks at a time. Because, maybe you took off work and you're on vacation. That's not balance. Balance is maybe swapping out the heavier weights for maybe some beach walks, or maybe a game of badminton. That's balance. We have to stop tricking ourselves into thinking that, my arms are about fried, friends. Just completely forgetting about every single healthy habit you have. 2, 1, and then also pretending like you're still on vacation when you get back. That's not balance. Balance is celebrating when it's time to celebrate and not when it's not. Right? It's probably one of the #1 things people come up to me and ask me about. Because like, oh, I saw you went on vacation, or you went out with friends, or you did this or that. How do you do that? And maintain 3, 2, 1, maintain results. And that's because when I am celebrating, I'm in it, right? I'm present. I am enjoying myself. Not going berserk, but I'm enjoying myself. I maybe order something that I wouldn't normally order, but it's still probably gonna have some protein, right? 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna move my body because I wanna move my body, but it may not be the normal way I move my body. But doing that for a few days is not going to ruin anything, friends. Okay, so as you have those vacations come up this summer, as you are trying to work on some goals, maybe you're working towards some specific results, that's fine. But learning how to live your life and enjoy it, and also able to buckle down when it's time to buckle down, that's it. That's the secret. That's the key to success. You know what I'm saying? But don't forget, okay, we're gonna do bicep curls with the band. The point of all of this is to make your life better. So one fist on your leg, the other one facing up. We're gonna curl up, resist on the way down. It's going to try to pull your arm in. Don't let that happen. Keep it straight out in front of you. 3, 2, 1. And if you're like, well, Ashley, I kind of want to work out while I'm on vacation, you can. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, though, is if you're doing it out of an obligation, like you have this fear that, you know, if you miss a few days of your heavy weights, like everything's going to be ruined, that's not true. Now, if you're like, I've just got this habit down and I really just want to keep up with the habit, that's a different mindset, right? 2, 1, standing upward fly. I'm going to do 12s. Palms facing forward. We're going to bring those weights up and together. Resist all the way down. Oftentimes, it's not what we're doing that is, you know, considered healthy or unhealthy. It's our mindset behind it. You know, if we're working out because, oh my gosh, if I don't work out the specific way, I'm going to gain all the way back, and I'm a terrible person, and I'm lazy, and this and that, that is not healthy. But if you have the mindset of, you know, I've just got this habit down, I kind of want to just keep it going to make sure that I stay in the habit so I can continue it when I get home. I might not be able to lift as heavy, and I might have to do some different things, but that's okay. I just want to keep the habit. You see how that is a completely different mindset, 2, 1, than the one where we're talking to ourselves like shit. You know what I'm saying? Take those feet wide. We're going to come down. We're going to switch hands. We're going to come up into a side lateral raise, going back and forth. It's not always what you're doing. It's the intent behind it. To rotate our hands out as we come down deep into that squat. Then we're going to rotate our hands back in as we come up. If you cannot go that deep, that's okay. Just do your best. All right, you can stay up a little bit higher. But if you can get down here, that's where I want you. Sometimes with vacation too, people will ask me about alcohol. Friend, it's a personal decision, okay? Especially when you're on vacation. If you want to have drinks, have drinks. Like, I'm definitely not one to tell people to not drink. That would be very hypocritical of me. You all know I have drinks from time to time. Maybe it depends on the situation. So 2, 1. You know, we just got back from the lake, and I was at the lake from Monday through Thursday. I didn't drink because it was still the weekdays, and this was impromptu, and it wasn't something I had planned. And in all honesty, I really didn't want to. I did try a watermelon jalapeno margarita because, come on. But I tried it. It wasn't something that I wanted or needed on this particular vacation. Now, I've had other vacations where I did drink quite a bit. Personal preference, friends. Just know, though, go back to that bicep curl. can't make huge progress in a few days. You're also not going to ruin anything in a few days. But if you know that drinking a bunch of alcohol during a vacation is going to make you spiral and maybe continue to overindulge when you get home, 2, 1, flip your hands, other side. That might be something you have to take into consideration. Know what I'm saying? If you're pretty good at kind of drawing lines and like, no, when I'm on vacation, I have drinks, but then I get home and, you know, I really like reel it in, go for it. But if you're like, no, once I start, I have a hard time stopping, and then I'm drinking all week long during the week, 2, 1, then maybe that's not the best option for you. Standing upward fly, friends. Again, empowering you all to make the correct decisions for yourself. Some drinks this weekend, and I am one of those people that kind of looks at my week, and I understand, and I hope you all understand this too. So we can have anything, we just can't have everything. So 2, 1, if you want to have drinks from time to time and still get results, you could probably do that, right? But if we are over consuming regularly, so we want everything, right? We want alcohol every single day, we want a lot of it, and we want results. It's not really how it works. But we can pick and choose times and situations and celebrations that we may want to celebrate with alcohol or with food, however you celebrate. But sometimes we kind of have to look at what we have coming up and it's like, hey, do I want this now or do I want it later? Because it's not that you can't have it. It is more of a, you can't have it all the time and get results. Because that's just not how science works. 2, 1, yoga squat. Feet close together. I definitely used to be the person that celebrated everything. Every single thing. Shit, I celebrated that it was Thursday, which meant it was almost Friday, which meant it was almost the weekend. And then I wondered why I wasn't getting results when I was drinking starting Thursday, sometimes Wednesday, depending on how hyped I was. Drinking all weekend long, being hungover for multiple days. So I was eating things that didn't necessarily serve me. 3, 2, 1. But I'm like, man, I exercise and I really eat well, and I wonder what's going on here. Meanwhile, I was consuming thousands and thousands and thousands of calories every single week. Doesn't add up, right? And my brain it did though, because I wasn't counting it. I wasn't counting alcohol. I didn't count like condiments. I didn't count really anything small. Like if I took a handful of peanuts, like I didn't count that. It all counts, friends. Bicep curl one more time. switch your hands, other side. Nice job. Standing upward fly. Let's do it. Up and together, make that V, resist all the way down. Core engaged. Keep moving, friends. We are almost done with the resistance portion of this workout. Two, one, nice job. Sumo, so that means our feet are wide. Two alternating side lateral raise, so bring that arm up, switch, other side. Halfway done. Need to wait for cardio if you're gonna do it for our core move. All right, hook those hands, rotate out. As you come deep down that squat, rotate back in as you stand up. Two, one. Awesome work, friends. Shake it out. We're gonna stretch it out and cool it down. Go ahead and hook those hands behind your back. Pull those shoulders back, open that chest up. Nice job. Pull an arm across, press down gently. Other side. Triceps. Other side. Good job. Go ahead and take those feet wide. We're going to roll down. And we're going to walk to one foot. And we're going to walk over to the other side. Back to the middle. We're going to roll up and we're going to reach over top of us. Stretch out that core. Other side. side. Hold up for 3, 2, 1. Awesome work today, friends. If you're done for the day, take your picture, check in the community, and I will see you all tomorrow for our weekend workout. That will be a little bit of cardio, some active recovery, and stretching. I will see you all then. We're gonna do some cardio. I'll go over the moves real quick after I get a drink. We're gonna do run to hands up jack on 10. So we're gonna run in place, or you can march, okay? On the 10, so 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10. We're gonna go hands up jack, and then we're gonna go back into running. If you cannot jack, you can tap out, okay? As you reach up above your head. Twist tap pogo to a regular pogo, and we're gonna switch on 15. So we're going to twist as we bring our arms up and down, okay? So we're gonna do this for 15 seconds, and in the next 15 seconds, we are going to hop. If you cannot hop, you can just continue doing the twisting tap, okay? Side to side jack and run. So you're going to jack as we move one direction, and then we're gonna run back, and then we're gonna go back to jacking, and then halfway through we're gonna go the other direction. If you cannot jack and move or run, you're just going to stay here and tap out. And then last but not least, we have a sit-up press. So you will need a weight for this one if you can. You're going to come up, we're gonna press down and down. If you cannot do that, you're gonna stay down here and crunch. All right. Running, and we're gonna hands up jack, and we're gonna go back into running. Woo! I'm in need of some steps, so. Hands up jack. Should get some here during this cardio portion. Hands up jack. Usually land somewhere between 1,000 to 2,000 steps during these 15 minutes. If we have moves that don't have a lot of running on them, jack, it's probably gonna be closer to 1,000. Days like today, maybe closer to the 2,000. Jack, it also depends on your intensity. Run it out. 3, 2, 1, nice job. Twist, tap, pogo. So we're going to tap. Arms are moving up and down, just like with a pogo. And if you can, we're gonna switch to a regular pogo. So just jumping up and down, arms moving. We're gonna do this until we hit the 30-second mark, then we'll switch back. So 3, 2, 1, and twist, tap. And pogo. You saw how many times I messed up trying to record the first few seconds. 3, 2, 1. The first few seconds of this workout, you'd be surprised at how good of a mood I'm in. We're gonna jack, moving to the side. Then once we get to the other side of the mat, we're gonna run back, okay? It was a struggle at first. I think it took like 4 takes for me to finally get it going. Nice job, other direction. Woo. 2, 1. Nice job. Sit up just stay with the weighted crunch. If you cannot use weights for the crunch, just do a regular crunch. You'll be warmed up for Total Body Friday. All right, friends, let's go ahead and start running in place. We're gonna hands up jack on the 10s. And let's go. Deep breaths in the nose, out the mouth, jack. Control that breathing. Jack. And jack. And jack. 3, 2, 1, nice job. Twist that pogo. And let's do a regular pogo if you can. If not, just keep tapping it out. And tap. And regular pogo. Have a bunch of new workout clothes coming. I am super pumped. And if you're like, Ashley, you just bought some new clothes. I know, I need more, obviously. 2, 1, needs a strong word. But the truth is, it's about all I wear. I wear it for work, I wear it for casual stuff, I wear it constantly, so I do have to replace it fairly often, and I have just a lot that I need to get rid of, you know what I mean? So I ordered a little bit more. Once that comes in, then I'll probably get rid of some of my old stuff. 2, 1, other direction. But if you're ever feeling really unmotivated to work out, I'm telling you, getting new workout clothes. 2, 1, especially clothes in colors that you love and fits that you like, can definitely get you back to being excited about working out for a little bit. Awesome job. One more time, friends. Deep breaths. We're gonna finish it out here. Gonna end our week on a high note. We're gonna come back tomorrow or Sunday if you need to move it around, and go ahead and start running in place. We're gonna stretch it out. We're gonna work on some of that mobility. We're gonna keep that up, get in a little bit of movement. We'll hit it again next week. Jack. Jack. And Jack. Jack. And Jack, one more time, run it out. 3, 2, 1, deep breath, out. Twisting tap pogo. Make sure that core is pulled in. Regular pogo. And tap it out. Pogo, one more time. And finish it out here. Three, two, one. Woo! All right. Go to one side of your mat. And Jack. As we travel from side to side, and then run back. I know sometimes it takes a second for our brain to figure out what we're doing. Just do your best. Even if you screw up, just keep moving. Oh, no. Now we're gonna jack this way. Switching directions, friends. Sometimes the hardest part. Because about the time our brain gets it down, it's like, oh no, other direction. Two, one. We're gonna do these sit-ups. What we done, friends? Back up off the ground. I'm gonna take a deep breath in and out. Another deep breath in and out. active recovery. All right, then I'll see you all on Monday. Have a great weekend, friends. I'll see you all then.